How many times a week should you be working out if you're trying to lose weight? Hello and welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Chris and I'm an online fitness coach for women. And in today's video, we're going to talk about how many times should you be working out per week if you're someone that's trying to lose weight. So getting right into it. When it comes to exercise, how many times should you be working out? Now, as an online fitness coach, what I typically tell the women in my program is that you should be working out at least 3 to 5 times per week. 3 to 5 times per week. Now, here's why. There's only 7 days in the week, right? And if you could at least take 3 days out the week to at least lift weights, and we're talking about lifting weights for 30 minutes, and you can throw some cardio in there as well, because I typically have cardio in my programs as well for my clients. But if you could take at least 3 times a week and lift weights for at least 30 minutes, you will see a significant change in your body. Here's why. When it comes to lifting weights, right? And here's why I'm talking about lifting weights for a second and not doing cardio. When it comes to losing weight, right? Most people don't just want to lose weight, or better said, they don't just want to lose body fat, right? Or sorry, they want to lose body fat. They don't just want to lose weight. People want to lose body fat. They want to reduce their body fat. And with reducing your body fat, you can now see the muscle you already have on your body. And on top of that, you can now build more muscle and then see that. But that comes into a difference of calories and protein. That all changes, right? If you are a beginner, you can lose weight and build muscle at the same time. But if you're not a beginner, you cannot lose weight and build muscle at the same time. That's something you can do in the beginning when you first start working out. But if you're someone who just starts working out, yes, you can do that. But after some time, you kind of lose that power. You lose that ability. Now it's a matter of, okay, it's either you're going to push for reducing your body fat or you're going to push for building muscle. Now, most people don't want to build that much muscle. They typically just want to lose some body fat and look good to look good naked. Like, let's just be honest. You just want to look good naked, right? And for most people, all they really need to do is lift weights 3 times a week. If you are someone who lifts weights 3 times a week for 30 minutes and it's heavy weights, like not like extremely heavy, but heavy to where you're grunting, you're squeezing, you feel like a burn when you're actually lifting weights, because some people don't feel that burn. When you're feeling that burn and you're lifting weights and you're sweating, you know you're doing a good job. You more so know you're doing a good job when you see your body changing, meaning that it's not just you losing body fat, because that comes with being in a caloric deficit, but you see that you're actually building muscle, because typically we don't just want to reduce body fat, we want to build muscle. So if you're working out 3 times a week for at least 30 minutes, you will see a change, because those 3 times a week is going to add up. Now, within the whole month, you work out 3, 6, 9, 12 times. And now you're building this muscle stimulus within your body to now where now your body sees that you're working out and it's getting used to you lifting weights. And your muscle is going to respond by growing, right? Because when you're lifting weights, what you want to do is keep time under tension. You want to lift heavy weights, heavy but controlled. Don't lift too heavy, right? You want to lift heavy but controlled. Make it challenging. If it's not challenging, you're not doing yourself any favors. Make it challenging, and you want to keep time under tension. Chris, what do you mean by time under tension? What I mean by that is when you're lifting weights, you want to kind of go slow through the motion. Let's say I actually have a bicep. Let's say I'm doing like a bicep curl, right? You actually want to go slow, and you want to go slow to where you're actually keeping time under tension. Because now that I'm going slow, you can see my bicep. I'm keeping time under tension because I'm going slower. But if I'm just going too fast, that's not time under tension, because I want more tension on my bicep throughout the movement. I don't want to go too fast. I want my bicep to feel the contraction and let my muscles get filled with blood as I'm doing it. And if you're just going through it fast, that's not good. Also, if the weights are heavy, you won't be able to go so fast because it's too heavy to go fast, right? But heavy enough to now cause some type of muscle growth. And that's what you want. You want to actually let's say talking about a bicep curl. You want to actually force some type of muscle growth in your bicep, right? And it's going to always come from a relaxed state to a contracted state. Relaxed and contracted. So this is relaxed and this is a contracted state. So if you're working at home, you can still build really good muscle. You just got to have a couple pair of dumbbells. You want to have a light pair and a heavy pair. And you just want to go back and forth between the light pair and the heavy pair. Eventually, it is better to go to the gym, and you will get better results by just going to the gym, but you want to have a light pair. Now, when it comes to doing that, if you hit 5 times, that's even better, because now you're getting 5 days out the week. So now that's 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 20 days out the week. that you're lifting weights, and your body will get used to that. Now, let's say you're doing that and your nutrition is on point, meaning you're hitting your calories and your protein, you are well on your way. You're hitting your calories to be in a deficit, and you're hitting your protein to preserve the muscle and maybe even build it, and you're lifting weights, you're gonna lose weight. This is all science. There's really no way to go wrong when it comes to this. So when someone's lifting weights 3 to 5 times a week for at least 30 to 60 minutes, you are gonna be in a good place. Also, you wanna think about the frequency, right? You're lifting weights throughout the week, 3 to 5 times a week, and you're being consistent, your muscles are gonna grow, right? You're gonna get stronger. That's just how it is. There's something called the SAID principle, where our bodies will adapt to the demands that we place on it. So your body will get stronger, you will build muscle. It's just a matter of time, and it's just a matter of being consistent. The problem with people getting in shape is most people aren't consistent because I think mentally it's just hard for them to just see themselves going to the gym, working out. They don't enjoy it in the beginning. So if you don't enjoy something, we're typically not gonna do it. But when you start to enjoy it and it becomes fun, then you start doing it. So now the question is, how long is it gonna take for you to start enjoying working out? And some of us are so mentally strong that we don't have to enjoy it. What you're gonna do because we know it's good for us. It's like when we was kids and our parents told us to eat the vegetables. It didn't taste good, but we knew it was good for us, or our parents told us it was, and we didn't care. We didn't like it, it didn't taste good. But as you got older, you realize vegetables are good for us, fruits are good for us, but fruits is actually something most people can have. Veggies are something people typically don't want to have, right? Or let's say you had medicine because you were sick, your parents gave you medicine, you were sick. It tastes terrible, but it's gonna make you feel better, right? So it's typically like one of those things. You just gotta end up doing it because it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for you in the long run. So 3 to 5 times throughout the week, anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes, you will lose the body fat. Now, along with losing the body fat, right, you have to be in a deficit. I wanna stress this because what I see a lot of people do is they think that they can just go to the gym or just work out and just eat crap and just eat junk food. No, you have to supply the diet with the training, right? So every time I go to the gym, people typically ask me questions and I'll ask them, how many calories are you having throughout the day? Because when they don't know that, it's like I can't help them. Because a lot of people try to outwork a bad diet. They think they can just go to the gym and just eat whatever they want or not track calories. And it's like, no, you have to track calories. You have to know how much protein you're having because now it's a lot of insight to what's happening within your body. You can't just go to the gym and then neglect what you're putting into your body. Like, it's gonna play a big role into it, right? So you wanna make sure you know how much calories you're having, right? Put yourself in a calorie deficit by tracking your calories. Download MyFitnessPal. It's gonna do you wonders, right? Make sure you're at least having 100 grams of protein, and you probably need more than 100, but most people don't even get 100. So at least get 100 grams of protein per day. That's about 400 calories, or no, that is 400 calories, right? Get at least 100 grams of protein, and then from there, you're gonna probably need more, but at least get that, because that's a good starting point. Most people don't even have 100 grams of protein per day. And if you are having that, then get to a higher point. That's when you're gonna need coaching because someone has to actually dial in your nutrition and tell you how much you actually need. And along with getting 100 grams of protein, you wanna make sure you're in a caloric deficit, find out what your deficit number is, but first you wanna make sure you're at maintenance and then drop from your maintenance, put yourself in a deficit. And you wanna be basically in a 500 calorie deficit. Because when you are in a 500 calorie deficit in 7 days, that's gonna burn 1 pound of fat because 3,500 calories equals to 1 pound of body fat. So if you are in a deficit Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's 3,500 calories, and you would now be in a deficit and your weight will drop. You will see the scale go down, and then later on, eventually, you will start to see that your body's starting to change, and you're gonna start getting a lot more dense because, as I tell you all in my video, you see how body fat looks, and then you see how muscle looks. Body fat takes up way more space. Muscle takes up less space. So now think about how your clothes fit. When you are losing body fat, right, this is taking up less room now. So you're a lot smaller, obviously. And then when you actually start building more muscle, right, you fit into your clothes so much better. And this is what you want. You want to reduce this and you want to build this to an extent, right? You just don't want to just, lose body fat. Most people like to have that fit, muscular look. Not to look like a bodybuilder necessarily, but a muscular look, right? Because that's typically a look that all of us are going for. It's just a question of how much muscle are we trying to build. So for whoever you are that's watching this video, all you wanna do is make sure you're working out 3 to 5 times a week, right? Lifting weights, anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. Now, when it comes to cardio, yes, you should do cardio because cardio is good for the heart, So you definitely want to do cardio. You don't want to be someone who just looks in shape, but then when it comes to jogging or doing something like intense, you can't jog, you're out of breath. You're going up the steps, you're out of breath. So now if you're someone who's going to now do cardio, right? You want to implement some type of cardio either by one or two ways. If you're going to do like a full body workout, great. Implement some type of HIIT style training into it. High intensity interval training. So you could do some burpees, some jumping jacks, some high knees, some mountain climbers. Burpees, jumping jacks, high knees, mountain climbers. Those are typically the go-tos. And you just want to constantly keep repeating those. And you can add in some extra ones too. But you want to basically keep on implementing those in like a circuit, right? So you want to keep on going back. You don't need a whole bunch of different exercises. Keep the same ones. I've been doing the same 10 to 15 exercises for the last, 10 years of me training and being a trainer, being an online fitness coach. I've been doing the same exercises. I just make sure I do more volume. So if I'm doing like a bench press, right? I'm doing a bench press, I'm just doing more volume. So I've been bench pressing since I've been training, right? But I'll just add more weight. And I add an extra 5 pounds, 10 pounds, and just keep seeing how much more I can do. Obviously, when you add more weight, it becomes heavier and you may not be able to get as many reps as you was getting before. That's okay. This is a new level now, so the reps are gonna drop. Before, you was probably getting out 10 reps with your old weight that you was lifting. Now let's say you added 5 to 10 pounds. Now the reps are gonna easily drop because it's heavier weight. So you're getting out 10 reps, right? Now you're probably getting out 4 reps, maybe 3 reps. That's okay. This is a new level now. So what you want to do is keep practicing with this new level. It's heavy weight, that's fine. Eventually, those 2 or 3 reps turns into 4, turns into 5, turns into 6. And now you see yourself getting more reps out, meaning you're getting stronger. And eventually, you're knocking out 10 reps with this new weight. So now you're hitting a new PR. And eventually, after you hit like 10 to 12 reps, now you want to go back again and add more weight. Start off with 5 pounds, maybe 5 to 10 pounds. And then the reps are going to drop again because you add a new level, like a new chapter now, and the reps are going to drop and you're going to keep on just repping out and getting more. Because now you're going to work your way up to getting up to 10, but it's a heavier weight. Now, a second option you can do when it comes to cardio. Like me, I typically do my cardio either before or after I lift weights. Now, what I typically do, I used to do my cardio beforehand, but you can do your cardio afterwards. Now, I just do my cardio afterwards, but I'm in a phase where I walk to the gym and it takes like an hour to walk till I get my cardio in then, but I may still do the Stairmaster. But when it comes to cardio, if you don't want to do like a HIIT style training within your full body training, what you can do is just go on the Stairmaster or the treadmill. I think it's better to go on the Stairmaster because it's like low intensity, but it's like very impactful because the Stairmaster is gonna make you very, very tired, right? The Stairmaster is gonna be a lot more intense than the treadmill, but you're gonna move slower, right? Because you're going up the stairs. So, and it's very like mimicking going up the stairs of a building somewhere, right? So when you do the Stairmaster, I think it's way more intense than doing the treadmill. You might disagree, that's fine. Leave it in the comment section of whatever you prefer, whether it's the Stairmaster or the treadmill. But I think it's better to go on the Stairmaster, right? And you can do that either before or after. But if you like the treadmill, do the treadmill. Cardio is cardio. You want to do cardio on the Stairmaster treadmill, just do your cardio, right? Because it's good for your heart. But if you want to do your cardio and not do like a HIIT style training, do your cardio either before or after you lift weights. Now, it's better to do cardio after you lift weights. Here's why. When you come into the gym, right, you want to get a good warm up, but then you want to use that initial first amount of energy that you have to lift weights because that's when you're the most freshest of being able to lift the most weight. If you go do cardio, like an intense cardio session, then go try to lift weights, you've used up a lot of your energy with the cardio. So now you did like an intense 30 minutes of cardio. Now you're about to go lift some weights and try to lift heavy weights too because you're trying to build muscle and burn body fat. Like it's gonna be harder because now your energy has been depleted by doing the cardio. So you can do like a little warm up, right? In the beginning, do a little warm up, then lift your weights. This is the bulk of your training session, lift weights, right? And then at the end, you can do a more of an intense cardio session because the beginning was just like a warm up. Get some blood flow going. But if you're like me and you walk to the gym, you're already getting that blood flow going. But if you need a little more, you can still do that. So you want to start off with a warm up, do your strength training session. That should be the bulk of your session. So if you're working out for 1 hour, that should be like 40 minutes of the time that you're lifting weights. You should be lifting weights for like 40 minutes. and then you can end off with some cardio. You don't have to do cardio for a long time. It just needs to be intense, right? And it should be intense to where it's actually pushing you. Every time you work out, you want to ask yourself, am I pushing myself? If you're not pushing yourself, you're not really working out. You want to push yourself to a new limit to where it's like, okay, this is getting easier, right? You went to a new chapter, to a new limit, now it's getting easier. And you want to basically keep asking yourself, okay, am I pushing myself? Is this challenging? If you're not breaking a sweat, if it's not challenging, you're really not working out. I'm not saying go, crazy, but you should feel like it's pushing yourself. When you're doing push-ups, right? If you know you can do 5 easily, don't just stop at 5. Go for like 8, go for 10, go for 12, and push yourself a little bit more. And when you feel like you've done enough, then cool, stop, go on to the next exercise. And every time you go back, keep doing a little bit more where you can say, yes, I'm pushing myself. So when it comes to working out, there you have it. That is your blueprint. You want to work out 3 to 5 times a week, anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. You don't need 2 hours. I work out 2 hours, but that's just, I'm a maniac. I like working out 2 hours. You don't have to do that. But if you're there, then you're there, great. If you're there, you probably already have the body that you want, or you're very, very close to it, right? Or maybe your nutrition is not on point. So maybe you are working out 2 hours, but your nutrition is on point. If you're working out 2 hours and your nutrition is not on point, change that, fix your nutrition, and you'll see your body change so much faster because you've got like part of it down pat where you now can go to the gym. Some people have a hard time just going to the gym or just working at home. Like even working at home is hard for them. They have the dumbbells in the corner with the mat and they still don't do it. So once you got the discipline to even work out with that at home or the gym, you really got part of it kind of covered, which is great. The harder part is not the nutrition. Most people don't want to change their nutrition because they like eating what they want to eat. And, they have a tough day. They don't want to eat healthy food. They don't want to cook. It's too many excuses. And if you're someone that's trying to get in shape, what you want to do is get rid of the excuses. No one cares. Just get the job done. Yes, you had a tough day. Whatever you're going through, right? We all have problems. Whatever you're going through, someone's going through it and someone's making it work. So stop thinking that your excuses give you the reason to not do it. Get through it, do it, and reap the rewards. Because there's always some type of sacrifice, right? There's always some type of issue going on, right? But when you push through, you cannot actually see the results. There's always more so to say, there's always some type of difficult or hard that we're going through. But let the hard be something that you can reap a reward from. Okay, if your hard is just, I'm fat and I'm not going to the gym, I'm not eating healthy, that's hard. But it's also hard to go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week and eat healthy. And that may be hard in the beginning, but that's okay because there's a reward coming, So pick the hard, but pick the hard that's going to give you a result in the end, a higher return on investment, right? Don't pick the hard that's not going to give you anything. That's not going to make any sense. So 3 to 5 times a week, you want to work out. And as always, if you're a woman that's trying to get in shape, right? And you feel like you tried everything and you want to actually make a change in your body, you want to actually become more confident, be happy about how you look, reduce your body fat, build muscle, and keep the body that you want. Get there and keep it for the rest of your life. I'm going to put a link below. Click the link, fill out the application. It's going to give me some information on you, and I'll reach out to you personally to see if you're a good fit for my program.